up, y'all? I'm bored as fuck. I wanted to do another Q&A, but I already did Q&A. So, let's do... What should we do? What should we do? Like a Q&A. Like, you know how they be doing, like, smash or pass and stuff like that. But I'm not doing smash or pass. I already did that a long time ago. What, There's different, like, Q&As, though. Like, specific... I don't know. Give me ideas. Like, specific... What's it called? Category. That's the word. Story times. Maybe that. Maybe we'll do story time. Alright, we could do story time. What y'all want story time about? Pick something good. Like... First time smoking weed. Okay, my first time smoking weed, I was 12 years old. And I was with one of my friends. Like, my mom didn't know anything. If my mom knew, she would have fucking beat the shit out of me. But I was with my friend Kayla. Shout out to Kayla. My friend Kayla and our friend Jared. And Jared, he was older than us. He was like 3 years older than us. So he was smoking weed and shit. He was like 15, 16. I think he was like 15. So he was already like smoking weed and shit. So he had the weed. And me and Kayla was like, oh, we want to try it. Da, da, da. I think Kayla had already tried it though. So I think Kayla was like, well, I want to smoke it. And I was like, I want to try it. But I was always scared of drugs. Like, even like when I got older, I still didn't. Like 13, 14, I was still skeptical about doing drugs and shit. But, yeah, so we went to the park. We brought a little bag of, like, perfume and, like Love Spell body spray and, like, waters and stuff, like, eye drops. Just so that when we got back to the house, it wasn't nothing. And wait till when we did come back to the house smell like weed, wait till you tell what I told my mom. So, we went to the park. We walked to the park, and we were smoking. But my dumb ass didn't know that you had to inhale it. I thought you just... I didn't know you had to inhale it. So they're high as shit, and I'm just like, are you, like, do you just pretend? Like, is it not really a thing? Like, you just pretend? Like, I don't know. I was just kept saying, like, I don't feel nothing. Then... we walked back. I don't really remember too much, but we walked back to the house, and before we got to the house, we sprayed so much fucking Love Spell. You would have thought it was a fucking strip club. Like, we sprayed so much Love Spell. And I'm telling Kayla, I'm like, bro, if my mom asks, we just gonna say, because I always thought I was the master of stories. Like, oh, I'm gonna just make up the story. It's gonna be great. So I'm like, we just gonna tell her that there was some dude smoking at the park, and that's why we left. So if we smell like weed, that's why we smell like weed. So we spray all this damn spray and stuff. We go into the house, and my mom, she's like, why y'all got so much spray, and why does Jared smell like the spray? Like, why does he have Love Spell on? And then here I go, oh, there was some dude smoking at the park, so we had spray perfume, so like you didn't think we smelled like weed or anything. But I didn't want to tell you, but I'm telling you just so you don't think we was smoking weed. I was so nervous. That's how I told the story. But yeah, that was my first time smoking weed. But my first time actually smoking weed was with ZZ. And that was the first, like, she told me, she was like, you have to inhale it, you know that, right? Like, you have to. So I did that. I hit it like one time. And we were parked, right? There was this little, like, apartments we used to hang out by her house. And they have, like, the separate garages. So we used to hang out in the garage area. And it was, we was in a parked car. It was me, her boyfriend, and I think somebody else. And, yeah, me, her boyfriend, and somebody else. It was only 4 of us. All in the car. And I'm thinking that the police are behind us. But we're in a parked car in a parking spot. Like, I was so paranoid. That's how I know, like, I've always been paranoid about when I smoked weed. Like, when I started smoking weed for real, like, when I got off probation and stuff, I think I smoked weed for, like, about 3 years. For some reason, it didn't bother me. I cannot remember why it didn't bother me. I don't know why it wasn't a big deal to me, but before, when I used to smoke weed, before that 3 years, I couldn't do it. I didn't smoke. ZZ didn't even really smoke, but I definitely didn't smoke. I didn't like it. And then now I don't like smoking at all. For some reason, I get paranoid as fuck. Even if it's just me in my house, sitting in my room, I be paranoid as fuck, so I don't smoke. But yeah, first time I smoked for real, thought the police were behind us in a parked car. But I think, what's her name? Bhad Bhabie, she has the funniest time of when she smoked weed. I think it was her first time she smoked weed. I seen she was talking about the fridge, was talking to me. That shit was funny. But yeah, I thought we was getting pulled over and we was in a parked car. So, next story. These are people they already knew I hung out with. It's not really a big deal. Y'all are asking for some weird shit. We not going in that deep. My first fight. So my first fight, I got beat the fuck up. I fought this girl. So the reason I fought her was because me and her was actually friends. That's how it always happens. Me and her was friends. And I told her I didn't want to go skating with her or something. And because she used to go to, like, this skate place by her house a lot. And so, like, she always used to go there. Like, it was, like, her kind of thing to go there, like, her and her friends. And I started going with her. So, like, we had went a few times. And then this one night she was going, I decided not to go. So I went home. And then, like, I wasn't feeling good or something. Like, I had, like, a migraine or something. I was like, I'm going to just go home. I was, like, 12 years old, right? So I'm telling her, I'm like, she's younger than me, by the way. She's probably, like, 11 or something. So I'm telling her, like, I don't feel good. I'm going to just go home and lay down. So I end up going. I get home and, like, 3 hours later, I'm feeling better. I go. But I didn't, like, call her or nothing. Because I used to have to call her mom's phone to talk to her. And her mom, she worked at a club. So I couldn't get in touch with her because her mom was at work. It was already time for her mom to go to work. So I was like, I'm just go, like, whatever. She took offense to that. She thought that I was, like, trying to go behind her back or something. And something along the lines of that. Like, she thought I was, like, trying to snake her, like, not hang out with her or something. So me and her started beefing. And this was back, when I was young. Bitch, you're not gonna step to me. I don't care what it's about. I wasn't like how I am now. Like, I'm not finna beef with you over going to a skate park at a different time as you. Like, no. But before then, I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So me and her get into it. So this is how much of a fake friend ZZ is, right? This was, like, one of my first times taking Xanax. So I think I took it, like, once before, but ZZ we had took, like, 2 bars throughout a spaced out period. We started in, like, the middle of the day, and then by the end of the night when I went to go fight her, we had took 2 bars. ZZ knew, because she was off the drug too. She knew I was high. Now, for a little ass 12-year-old, I'm surprised I didn't fucking die, okay? But anyway, so we go there to I go there to fight her. ZZ's like, oh, wasn't Asia talking? Out of nowhere, ZZ just like, oh, wasn't Asia talking shit? Like, you want to fight her? Or something about the girl posted something and ZZ seen it and she told me. And so ZZ called her and she was like, oh, Danny said she want to fight you right now. And I'm like, bitch, right now, like, while I'm, like, moving slow as fuck, like, you think I'm gonna fight? She's like, come on, Danny, you better step to her, da-da-da-da, Zizi trying to rile me up. So, all that happens, and then I go there to fight her, and out of nowhere, like, for a second, I felt like, okay, I could do this, like, whatever. Soon as we pulled up in the parking lot of where I was supposed to fight her, I started getting paranoid. I'm like, bro, I'm feeling like, cause I be tripping myself out when I'm on drugs. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Now, meanwhile, this little girl had took like, she didn't do this just to fight, but like, she was in like boxing classes and like took taekwondo, like all that shit, you know, kids be doing. So she know how to fight better than me already. So I see her walking up and I'm starting to get scared, right? I'm young. I'm like 12 years old, bro. I'm like, oh, I'm finna get my ass beat. Like, it is what it is. I got my ass beat. She claimed it was from me calling her mom a prostitute or something, but it was all about a skate park, literally. So, yep, that's the real story. But I'm glad that happened, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't know how to fight like I do now. Like, I wouldn't be how I am now. Because after that, I was like, oh, I don't care whether I'm on fucking Xanax, whether I'm on fucking whatever the fuck. I don't care. I'm finna know how to beat a bitch ass. So, that's how that happened. But Zizi did that one other time, too. Her brother was dating this girl. And she thought that I liked Zizi's brother, because it was, like, I don't know, he was, like, 20 years old, right? She thought I liked his brother, because, like, me and him used to, like, chill together or whatever, like, but that was when Zizi wasn't home. I would chill with her younger brother, too, like, it wasn't nothing like that, like, they just be in the house, so, like, we're cool, like, something big. And so, she literally, she was living with them at Zizi's house, and then she moved out.
What, remote?
And then she moved out, and the day she moved out, for some reason, Zizi's like, oh, let's go to the gas station. So Zizi's other brother, she has 3 brothers. Her oldest brother drives us to the gas station. And this girl tries to pull me out the car. Like, Zizi literally set this shit up, bro. She deadass set this shit up. Now, meanwhile, this is a 26-year-old girl. I'm 12 years old. This is a 26-year-old girl trying to pull me out of the car. Zizi's oldest brother is like pulling me. He's got me by one side of my hair trying to make sure she don't get me out of the car. He's holding my arm and he's in the front seat, so he's like this, holding my hair and holding my body, make sure she don't get me out of the car. It was the weirdest shit. Still to this day, I can't believe Zizi did that shit. Even her younger brother Nick was like when we got back, Steven was the oldest one. He was yelling at Zizi, and then Nick was like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you knew she was gonna do that, and you literally had them pull up over there. Like, Zizi was all about drama. No whether she was the fakest friend to me. Like, me and her had a lot of good times, but still, she used to do some lame shit.
Don't want to be that guy. I got a trainer. They gave me a trainer. That's a better way of saying that.
And the only reason I ever went back around Zizi was because, like, after all this shit, after I was famous and everything, was because, like, you know, when you've been around someone for so long, you still got love for them. It takes for me, depending on the person, it takes one thing for you to fuck up, or it takes a million things depending on the love I got for you. You know, I always felt bad for Zizi, like, she didn't have a lot of shit, like, the same shit I had growing up, and I always made sure I was there for her, and because I'm just a nurturing type of person. But yeah, so if y'all wonder why y'all see me with Zizi again after all that shit, that's why. What's the next story?
Absolutely. This is a good boost for me. I like this a lot. Second session, way different than the first session. Second session, I'm doing
how did I meet my boyfriend?
Jump on the ground and you jump on.
Well, I was driving my car and I seen him on the side of the street with a sign that said I'm looking for a girlfriend, so I picked him up. No, I'm playing. So listen, the infamous candy paint.
Thank you.
That's how it happened. So as soon as I got home from rehab, I called KJ, and KJ didn't even know I was home from. Like, he didn't even know where I was at rehab. The only person my mom told I was at rehab to was Mai, and then Ashton and Talon kind of figured, but KJ didn't know. Like, nobody knew nothing, and so When I called KJ as soon as I got in the fucking door. When I got home, I called KJ, got my phone. First person I called was KJ. Because my had already picked me up with my mom, so I'd already seen her, so I had to call my other best friend, KJ. So I called KJ, and he's like, oh, I'm coming home right now. I'm coming back to LA right now. He was in Atlanta. And so he came back to LA, and then he stayed with me for like a week, and then he was like, hey, my friend want to come out here. And so his friend is now my boyfriend, and he came out here, and me and him just hit it off. We was cool. We just became real cool. I fucked with him, he fucked with me, and we started dating, and now we've been together for 8 months, going on 9 months.
He's like, you're quitting? You're quitting on me right now? And I go, no, I'm not quitting. It's just that the Holy Spirit, it talks to me too. And so there's no way I'm going to make this
Next story.
without throwing up and people pointing and laughing at me. So I'm going to get a peanut butter protein shake right now. I'm out, man. Later. And I took off. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not making fun of you if you're religious. I think it's great. Any faith. Christian, Muslim, Jew. If you're a Scientologist, you can go fuck yourself. But
what's the next story y'all want?
because it's not old. It's got to be old. I think it's fair to say there's sometimes...
Talk about how I pump my lips. So I use the Too Faced lip plumping lip gloss. You know it's called lip injections. The lip gloss is called lip injections. It's supposed to mimic lip injections. I use that if y'all want to be that nosy. And I use the Chanel lip gloss. That works too. And lip liner. If you line your lips just a little bit over, and sometimes like the filters I be using, like see this filter. Hold on, let me see if I can get it to go off. See, my lips is smaller than what the filter portrays. See? Then the filter makes them look big, so sometimes it be a filter. And I always take pictures like.
He sees everything, and this is hands down his favorite shit. Quit being a baby, put another knuckle in there, and let's give him a shot.
What other tattoos am I getting? Well, this tattoo right here, I want to put a butterfly right here, but I don't know, I might keep it. And my second tattoo I'm going to get this bee done a little bit darker. That's it. That's all I want right now.
Let's be clear about this, guys. We're not going to agree on everything, okay? But we should agree on this. If you bring a baby... The best celeb that I met. You're a piece of shit.
There's a couple. There's definitely a couple. So probably, definitely Kim. When I met Kim, she was super sweet. I don't think she knew who I was, but she was super sweet. And
it happened to me in back-to-back movies, which statistically I did
who's
not
another
think
really, really nice person that I met?
First movie, I'm in there 5 minutes.
I'm trying to think of like people that I just like, not people I'm like friends with, you know what I'm saying? Like people I just met. Cardi. Also when I met Cardi, she was really, really sweet. She recognized me. She was like, oh, hey, what's up? I recognized her first, and then she was like, oh. Like as soon as she seen me, she was, because at first I was just like, Cardi, hey. Like coming from behind her, and then she was like, oh, what's up? But when I met Kim, we was at the Polo Lounge. I don't know if y'all know what that is. It's at the Beverly Hills Hotel. It's like a little like a little fancy restaurant. Like you gotta know the right people to get in and stuff. And I had a business meeting there. And when I was leaving, I was like, oh, that's Kim. Like I want to take a picture with her. But a lot of people think like I hate the Kardashians. I don't. The reason that I had said all that stuff with that TMZ thing and in that interview was because like Adam was like, you gotta say something that's gonna shock people. He was like, who's like the biggest celebrity you could think of? And I was like, I don't know, the Kardashians. He's like, say something crazy about the Kardashians. And he gave me like some words to say. He was like, say that in front of TMZ and they're gonna go crazy. All the people are gonna go crazy. And I was fucking young. I was like 13 years old. I was like, okay, like whatever. I don't have no personal vendetta against Kylie, Kim, Courtney, Khloe, none of them. I think they're pretty cool people. I think it's kind of interesting and it's very impressive and it's very, what's the word, inspiring, because you know a lot of people want to say, oh, Kim got famous for this or Kim got famous for that, or Chris exploited her kids, and Chloe and Courtney and this one and that one wouldn't be shit without Kim doing what she did and all that. And it's like, you know, everybody gets put on somehow. Doesn't matter what it is. You have to do something to get put on. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be, because you know what the funny thing is, a lot of these people who is broke or don't got shit going for them, or even not even broke, just want to be famous, they would literally, if you told them stand upside down on your head with a dildo in your butt, it will get you famous. They would do it. Dead ass. They would do it. So everybody who wants to say, oh, Kim got famous for having a sex tape, or Bhad Bhabie got famous for being on Dr. Phil, or fucking this one got famous for doing that. It all takes something. Wait, what are you shaking your head at me for?
I'm not shaking my head at you.
Oh, you mad because I'm saying kind of what you said earlier? But, yeah, it all takes something. Like, you could say fucking half these rappers wouldn't be famous without YouTube, or half these people wouldn't be famous without record labels. If blah 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 didn't sign with Atlantic, or blah 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 didn't sign with Sony, or blah 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 didn't sign with Columbia, they wouldn't be famous. Like, yeah, it takes something. Just like a lot of these people, I hate when people say, oh, people's kids, for example, like when they say Regine, or who's another one that's kind of pop? Who's another person's kid that's kind of popping? When they say, like, anybody's kid who, because Regine was the last one that I seen somebody talking bad about. It's just like, they didn't ask to be famous that way. Like, it just is what happened. A lot of kids are born into that, or a lot of kids are born into money. You can't just say, oh, you only have money because of this. Like, you can say it, but it's like, okay, no shit. Like, duh. Like, oh, this one's only famous because their dad is this one. This one's only famous because their mom is this one. Like, who cares? It is what it is. They didn't do nothing to. they didn't ask for that. You can't help what you're born into.
Speak English words in a sentence. You know when you just get like real rage, like just.
Next topic. Babe, go look on NLE page, because I think they're just trying to get my attention, talking about NLE got shot. Hello? This boy puts earbuds in and doesn't listen to me.
Everybody was like, who's that fucking guy?
How did me and X meet, and how did you see X baby? So me and X met because I think he hit me up on Instagram, or I hit him up on Instagram. Something, I don't remember how we first connected, but the first time he ever seen me in person, he hit me up and he came to someone's house that I was at, and bro, me, him, and whoever's house we was at, we just, even Deandra, she came with him because he was scared. He was like, I didn't want to come by myself. That'd be some weird shit because you young and shit. But yeah, him and his aunt Deandra came, and we sat in the garage and we talked for so long. And I remember him saying stuff like, he was just such a, you could tell, like, what's the word, like, he was so unsure about if, like, certain people fucked with him, and if certain people really liked his music, and like he was asking like about like other like famous people I knew, like, oh, do you think blah 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 really fuck with me like that, like people he been listening to since a kid. And I was like, bro, yeah, like they fuck with you, da da da, like only if I knew or not. Like I wasn't lying to him, but like he had asked like, you think Kodak really fuck with me? And I was like, bro, I could tell Kodak really fuck with you. Like, you're from Florida, of course he gonna fuck with you. But he was just so like, no what's the word? Like, I don't know how to explain it. He was just like so interested in what he was talking about. That's one thing. When X gets to talking, he could start talking about a water bottle and go on for fucking 2 hours about how it's made, why it's made, who made it. This, like, anything you get him talking about, he gets so deep into it.
Don't think about that. Think about other shit.
And then after that first time, I used to like go to, anytime I passed his house, because he stayed right by somebody I used to stay with when I was in Florida. So anytime I passed his house, we would like, I would hit him up. Like if I was going to the store that was over there or anything like that, I would hit him up, be like, hey, I'm by the house, like, you want me to pull up? Because it was when he was on house arrest, so like he would just be like, yeah, come kick it, da da da. I remember one time I bought him a I think it was for his birthday. I bought him a one of those motorized helicopters that you could like fly around outside.
Just land every
Yeah.
I don't want to live much
I miss
longer
him,
than
but
anyway. 70, maybe
you know,
71,
it's life. You gotta
70 so I can be officially old and experience old guys.
you gotta
like people talking
understand life and move on.
You ever see that when they're like, hey, how you doing?
Can't dwell on. It's definitely okay to think about it and understand it, but you can't dwell on stuff. You'll get stuck in the same consistent thinking thing, the same consistent thinking pattern.
I mean, I hear people in conversation go.
Exactly, you can't live in the past. You have to.
Really? Have you seen 80? I mean, my dad has a friend that's 87. He looks like a goblin. Okay. He is terrifying to look at. And he knows it. He's like, I'm coming around the corner. Don't look at me. You know? It's scary. Here's how much it sucks to be that old. When he was 84, he stopped taking his heart medication.
Okay, what's the next topic now, y'all? Babe, did you hear what I said? Hey! They talking about NLE got shot. Can you look? Because I think they just saying shit to get me to. Huh?
I ain't seen that.
Oh, I was asking you to look. Alright, never mind. I don't care. Y'all probably bullshitting anyways. Y'all be doing that to people.
Like, I have their personality. I'm antisocial as shit. I don't want to do.
Yeah, see, people say, I just seen it too much and you never know, so.
Like, hey man, do you want to go check out I go, no to the rest of your sentence. Whatever it is, I don't want to do it.
Anyways, what's the next topic? What story y'all want or what y'all want to talk about?
That's the same as old people. You can try it if you want. Hey, Grandpa, I want you to meet Steve. And he'll go, fuck Steve. I know everybody I need to know. You watch my shows. You know what I really want? I want to be.
If y'all don't got no topics, I'm about to get off because all y'all saying is NLE. So what's next?
That looks awesome.
Explain the meaning behind my tattoos. I have way too many tattoos to explain.
Your spinal snap. Sit down. Okay. I tried. Sorry. That looks amazing.
Most painful tattoo that I got.
Confidence that I see.
Probably the one on my stomach.
That's another thing. Dude.
Was Drake my first crush? Yes, Drake was my first crush. I was at my great grandmother's house in New York, sitting on the floor watching on his TV, MTV music videos, and the video for Best I Ever Had came on, and I was like, "Oh, he's so cute." I was like 5, 6 years old.
But then, like the third day, I saw a guy, and he had just like the cutest little thing. He was like, oil prices are crazy right now. I'm like, dude, you have a little grain of rice. You don't give a shit?
Craziest Hollywood party.
Didn't care. I want that confidence.
I don't really do parties like that, but the one party that came to mind when I read that was Post Malone's birthday party. Me and Post Malone's ex-girlfriend Ashley was super cool, so I went there to like see her and stuff and like say hi to Post and everything, say happy birthday. And the only reason I went was because Ash had asked me to go. I don't do parties at all, and I was super young at the time. I was like 15, I think. So I didn't do parties, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go. And it was so crazy. There was so many people there. Like, I'm not even just talking about like celebrities. Like, I can deal with being around celebrities. Like, that's my life. But there was just a crazy crowd of people.
Goes like this. Clicks. Fuck that. Oh yeah, that's me. That's all me right there. That's me. God, sweating my fucking balls off. Like a preacher. Amen. All right, go.
You friends with MGK? I don't know him. I seen him one time with Bella Thorne at one of, I think at Billboard Awards it was. I seen him. He's cool though. I just like said what's up.
And I have to tell you, I fucking dig it. Yeah. I like a girl with a nose ring. I think it says something. I think it says, I have other piercings.
Was your BF in the spotlight before he met you?
You can see them.
No, I still wouldn't say he's in the spotlight, because, like, it's not like, he's not, like, trying to get famous or anything. Like, it just so happens that he dates someone who's famous, but
that's another level.
it's, I don't really know how to speak on that. I mean, he's, like, it's like him being around someone him dating someone that's famous, like, it's not like every time we get around someone or, like, we see something crazy, like, some famous shit, it's like, or, like, celebrity life shit, he's like, oh my god, like, he acts like a regular person, like, he's been around famous people before he even knew me. Y'all don't understand that there's some people who are known around the industry who don't, like, not known around the industry, but are known to certain people in the industry. They don't have to be famous to be known.
Did Rembrandt not have a paintbrush? Who is Beethoven without his piano? That girl has a tongue ring because her mouth.
Me and Billie Eilish friends. I love Billie. I still like Billie. I haven't talked to her in a while, but.
Or just show your dick. There's a pretty good chance you're gonna lap that shit up. Don't get upset. It's silly. It's a silly joke. You know what never fails?
Show you my nails. Right now I have butterflies. I'm about to get these changed though. What show is playing in the back? Some comedy show my boyfriend's watching, but he's not even really watching it. He's fucking listening to music. Girl, you look like Samara from The Ring. I don't know who that is.
Whoa. That's more like, you want to go out? Well, you're coming.
To be honest, don't like none of these new again generation of rappers except for the Asian. What race am I? I am white. What ethnicity am I? I am Italian, and my dad is Jewish, but I feel like Jewish is more of a religion, not really a. I mean, I guess it's kind of both, but
London, Canada.
Your boyfriend is like 3 years older than you. Yeah, that's okay in life.
Doesn't that kind of bother you?
Elvis married Priscilla when she was 15. Elvis was like 30.
Let's just name it after an awesome city. And they have the nerve to ask you, like, how do you like...
And I'm about to be 18. It's not like I'm fucking 12 years old and he's 20.
Like the fucking balls on Paris, Tennessee, to name their city Paris.
I know a lot of girls that were 16 talking to 22, 24, 25-year-olds, so. When am I going to release new music? Soon. I don't have a definite date, but definitely soon.
Can I get me a croissant? Fuck Paris.
I love how far you've come and I love you. Thank you. I love you too.
We're leaving.
Most shocking thing in the industry.
Ontario, Canada. Bothers me just to say it. And
I would say
back to Toronto,
me coming from being a regular person and first getting into the music industry, I think finding out that a lot of stuff is like a lot of songs are demoed and a lot of people don't write their own stuff definitely like shocked me because I was a big music fan before I even started doing music. So like I think it was like, oh, for real? Like I wasn't like, oh, I was just like, oh damn, that's crazy. Like it kind of just like shocked me. It's not something you would think. Like I was so young, I didn't think that. A lot of people who are older, they know that, but I really didn't think so. I thought it was just everybody did their own stuff. And I didn't realize that it could take like 4, 5 to 10 people to make one song with some people. Not just talking about like 10 people to write it. Like there might be 2 or 3 producers. There might be 2 engineers. 2 engineers might work on a song. It might get recorded by one person and mixed and mastered by another. There could be up to 3 or 4 writers. There could be then plus the artist. Really think about it like this: So maybe up to 2 engineers. There could be up to 4 or 5 writers. There could be what did I say before? Oh yeah, there could be up to 3 producers. There can be, wait, no, how was I doing it? Okay, so 2 and then 5 or 4 or 5-ish. Then there could be 2, 3 producers. So we're already at 10 people. Because sometimes there could be, like someone could get a beat and then they'll ask like, or either the person who made the beat might want to do more to it at like before the song gets out, like touch stuff up or add more sounds in the back or do something, and they might ask someone who they're working with to do it with them. Or sometimes beats are produced by 2 people at the same time. Like certain people, like certain producers get in with other people. Producers collab all the time. And like I said, engineers, one person. If you're working at a studio and you're using the studio engineer, if you're like in another state or something, or if your personal engineer isn't available, you can have one engineer record it, and then your personal engineer or whoever you usually work with will mix and master it. You may want to re-record stuff. You might work on one song 5 different times in 5 different studios with 5 different engineers. It might take a lot for one song. 1 2-minute song.
The Midwest? I mean, don't you feel like we could draw a circle around the Midwest and just be like, do we need this? Except for wherever you're from. That place is fucking awesome.
Y'all be so mean talking about certain people. I wouldn't say it like that. Like, that's so mean.
How you doing? Not now. Thank you very much. Can I help you with something? Nope, never in my life. The one quality I do love about Northeastern people, though, is like you could be in an argument with one of them and be like, you're a fucking asshole. And they're like, thank you.
My teeth and breasts look so fake and messed up for a teen. Well, I'm here to tell you, my boobs are unfortunately real. If I could make them smaller, I would. My teeth are fake because I had fucked up teeth and I decided to get veneers because I didn't want to go. Okay, so let me tell y'all the backstory why I got veneers. This tooth right here, is a crown because my real tooth is all the way up here, like all the way up here. And in order to give me braces, they would have had to pull my baby tooth out, and they would have had to put a bracket on it, all the like not drill off, take off the skin, expose the tooth, put a bracket onto it, and pull my tooth down with the bands and stuff, with the brace. So I was super scared to do that. I'd rather just, the needles to get veneers hurt too, and you got to do that like 2 or 3 times. I had to do it 3 times because I got my top teeth done again. But yeah, they would have had to put the bracket up there. So I decided to get veneers. The first time I got veneers, I went to the same doctor twice, Dr. Bhad Bhabie. The first ones I didn't really like them that much. Like, he had gave me adult teeth. My bottoms were cool, but like my tops, he had gave me like the teeth for like, and I'm tiny. I'm super, super tiny. Like, every time I get my lashes done or my hair done, like, y'all see how my wig literally ripples up because I have such a small head? Like, every time I get my lashes done or my hair done, they always be like, you have such a tiny head. So like, the reason my teeth look so big and I'm not going to say they're not. They look pretty big for my mouth, but I'm going to grow into them. That's why I don't really care that much. I'd rather have got a little bit bigger teeth that I'll grow into rather than teeth that are too small that when I get older I look stupid. But anyways, yeah, instead of getting that whole thing with my mouth and being in pain, and also I'm a rapper, so if I had braces, you know, it takes a while to adjust to braces. Like, I wasn't not going to be making music and stuff. I only had to have downtime for like 4 days. Not really downtime. I was only like kind of fucked up in my mouth for like 4 days because, so this is the process of veneers. You go in for a consultation, they discuss what they're going to do. For me, we had to talk about like me getting a crown and me having to get my teeth shaved down and everything because my teeth were so crooked. And so first you go in for the consultation, they take your molds and everything, they send them off so that the teeth can actually be made. Then after the teeth are like a couple days before the teeth get there, they drill your teeth down for the temps, and they drill them down. They pulled my one baby tooth out, and they put the veneers on. They put the temps in after they shave your teeth down. You have the temps for about 3 days, And then you go back in, they numb. Well, the first time they numb you up for the temps too. You go back in, they numb you again. They crack out, literally crack them out. The temps. The temps are just like, they look like veneers, but they're just not the porcelain. They're like some type of, I don't know. But anyway, so then they put the regular ones in, and then you're good to go. Your mouth is just numb for a couple hours. That's all. But yeah, I definitely believe that my teeth are a little bit big. But like I said, I'm gonna grow into them, and I'm not really too much of an insecure person, so I don't. They look good though to me, so. And with my top teeth, at first they looked way too big. The first time I got them, they looked way too big, so I made my dentist do them smaller. So it makes me crack up when I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, she was 15 with dentures. Dentures are stuff that goes over your gums when you have no teeth at all. Like, some people have implants where they have to put literal, like, stems. I would call them, like, stems of metal into your teeth for the teeth to go on. But I 100% admit my teeth are fake. It's obvious. Yeah, the personalized veneers are something that you'll grow into. Yeah.
And I hope you lose your leg. And then I turn around. Well, he was a dick.
I think they look cute though. I feel like teeth that are fake kind of like look cute to me. Like, I think fake butts look cute, but I think a lot of stuff that's fake looks cute. Like, fake titties look cute. And it's okay to know it's fake because it still looks good. Like, who cares?
Everybody with a disability is automatically an angel on earth. They're not. They're people, and you should treat them like people. But you don't. You patronize the shit out of them. Yeah, I know you do.
You have to buy me more of those.
Of course.
You gonna go to Costco with my mom and give me more?
Silent, guilty faces in here right now.
Yes.
Look, this is my, not you. This is my squishmallow, and it's squishy, and I love it. I want the Valentine's Day one. Do I still find Kylie annoying? Like I said, I never found Kylie annoying. I never disliked Kylie. My manager told me to say some crazy shit because it was gonna get people to pay attention to what I was talking about. Like, it was just some, like, getting on kitty shit. Like,
you're a fucking asshole.
Like, kitty shit, I mean childish shit.
Some of them are cool. Some of them are
Yeah, it's not about being fake, it's about being confident. That's what matters. Exactly. I was super insecure about my teeth when I was younger, having crooked teeth. I never liked it. And the reason that they wanted me to wait for braces, like, see, I could have got braces when I was way younger, but it's just that baby tooth, they were waiting for that baby tooth to come out, and I was so young, they thought, oh, in a few years it will come out and the tooth will grow in. We didn't know the tooth was never growing, or else I would have gotten braces way before. But as being an artist and